Hello, welcome back to the channel. I feel like this is probably the least Christmassy background I could ever get. I haven't got a Christmas tree yet in my house, and I was gonna film it in my living room, which is a lot more cozy, but the lighting was so bad in there, so we're stuck back in my room. So I'm really sorry, it's not a special Christmassy background. Today we're talking all about what's on my Christmas wish list, some Christmas gift ideas for this festive giving season.
Merry Christmas!
I have about 34 things on this list, so you're good to go for lots of inspiration for yourself, for other people. I'm gonna end the list on some things that I'm giving to other people as well. Subscribe if you haven't already before we get started, and let's go. The first thing on this list is something that is more inspiration for you or to gift somebody else, and that's something from my jewelry collection with En Route. So as I'm sure some of you know, back in January of this year I released a 9-piece jewelry collection with En Route, and our best-selling piece definitely has to be the Miffy earrings, which I'm wearing right now. We also do these in gold, and it's actually crazy because this week especially I've seen so many people wear these earrings on my TikTok, and I've got so many friends that love wearing them as well, and just like hearing people love these earrings is just so surreal and crazy. And these have done so well that we have just come out with the Miffy necklace, which you can all shop as well. I'm wearing the silver one now. Again, obviously we have the same in gold, and maybe I'm biased, but I think they make for really good presents this festive gift giving season. And to make things even better, En Route are currently having their Black Friday sale, which means there's 35% of everything site-wide, obviously including my collection and specifically these Miffy pieces. I will have them linked down below for you to go and shop and check out the other pieces as well. Next on the list, and the top thing of my Christmas wish list, is candles, specifically the Boy Smells candles. I only have one of them, and this is the Ganni collab. It's called the Park Life. Also this brand Wax Wine, they're a really cool sustainable company that I found out about last Christmas, and they're on my list again this year. I would love anything that they do. They basically take pre-existing wine bottles that are left over from bars and restaurants in East London, and they turn them into candles and other homeware pieces. The one that I have is patchouli and lavender, and I think I've realized that patchouli is my favorite scent. And the really cool thing about their company is obviously all of their candles are going to be unique, and I chose this one for the original like wine bottle label that they have, and yeah, now it's a candle. Also the brand Liha, they do this amazing candle called Queen Ida. This is running out and it's so tiny, so I'd love to get another big one because I burn this so sparingly because the scent is so amazing. I actually found this from Yard and Parish online, and some other retailers do it as well, but I'll link it down below from Yarn and Parish. I'll link all of these brands. Next thing on my list is the Aries Arise Carabiner. It's got a Roman column on it, and I'm obsessed with ancient history and a bit of a thing that I used to geek out on, and when they came out with that I was obsessed, and I think it's sold out right now on their website, which is gutting, but I'm really hoping they're going to do restock. Maybe someone that's buying me a present this year can try and find it because I'm obsessed with it. Baby pink bedding. As you can see, I'm kind of obsessed with baby pink. I have like a baby pink blanket on my bed right now, which is kind of emulating the baby pink bedding. I really want it fully plain, no pattern or anything like that, or linen bedding. Last year I got some amazing bedding from Piglet in Bed. They're a linen company. They are quite expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but it is the best bedding I've ever slept in. Like nothing beats linen bedding. It's convinced me that it's the best type of bedding fabric out there. Also a silk pillowcase while we're at it. I don't know why it's taking me this long to put it on my Christmas list, and I don't know why I don't already have one. They're obviously so good for your skin, for your hair. Fingers crossed I get one of them. If not, I'm just gonna buy myself one if I don't. Okay, I'm gonna have to move because sitting on my legs like that was so painful, and this list is long, so we're moving to properly be on the floor. Okay, there's a really cool London-based small brand called Papari, and she makes these incredible bunny necklaces. Obviously I love Miffy, so obviously I'm gonna love anything bunny related. I love her necklaces especially. They are stunning, so beautiful. They're gonna be on my wish list forever. I'm just obsessed. Kind of random, but I really would love a personalized letter writing set. I've seen that Papier do these. I love Papier for all things stationery. I feel like they're really good value for money, and I just love a really simple one, maybe with like just a colored border and like my initials somewhere. I used to write letters all the time to my grandma back when I was in uni. Oh, my grandma very sadly passed away this year, and that's this is really not where this video is gonna go. I really miss doing that, and there's so many people. Why am I literally like Why am I literally crying out of nowhere? Anyway, I would really love to get back into letter writing, and I think when you have a gorgeous set like that, something that's really personal, it would just encourage me to do it. And also on that topic, I'd really love to get some fun envelopes. I always see this on my Pinterest board. I save so much on Pinterest. I have a big art board on there, and I'm always finding pictures of interesting envelopes, specifically like transparent envelopes, and I would absolutely love to try and find them. I've done some research and I just can barely find them. I can see like the usual misty white transparent ones, but not in pink. So if you have any ideas of where I can maybe find them, please do let me know. Mugs, always collecting mugs. I now live at home though, so it's a bit like pointless, but I'm trying to still build my collection of mugs for when I do move out, and I need like as many as possible. I also did smash my Miffy mug the other day, which let's not even talk about it. It's a very sad moment. A mug that's been on my list for a stupid amount of time now is the I Love New York mug in pink. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this. I think it's because it's pink, and I'm having a really big like baby pink revival right now. I'm actually going to New York in the spring with my girls from school because one of my best friends just moved there. So excited for that, and that is like on the top of my wish list for things that I need to get when I go to New York. Like I'm going to the tourist shops on like the first day. I'm finding that mug, so if you know where in New York sells that mug, please let me know because I need it. Also a David Shrigley mug. I already have one from him, like the one with the thumbs up. He has this one that says I've done nothing, and I really want that one. Nice pajamas. I feel like it's a classic Christmas wish list thing to put on. Last year I also had it on my wish list, and I ended up getting ones from The White Company. They are the softest pajamas ever. Again, a little bit bougie, a little bit special, but if they ever do any Boxing Day sales, I feel like I'll look into it because their pajamas are amazing. I also saw the other day that Piglet in Bed do pajamas, and they're kind of expensive because they're a bit of an expensive company. But I saw they were doing the gingham pajama bottoms for like 60 quid, and I thought for expensive linen pajama bottom, that's actually a really good deal. So I don't know, if they have sales, I feel like that's a good option. The Paloma wool headscarf. I saw this on Alia's New York vlog. I literally watched it this morning and I was like, oh my god, I'm obsessed. Personally, I've never seen anything from Paloma wool that I've been so obsessed with that I've really wanted to buy it until I saw her in this like hood scarf situation. I feel like it's so practical. Paloma wool actually are coming to London. Is it this weekend? I don't know. I think they're having like a month-long pop-up or something from the whole of December. I'm gonna go and try and find this. It's called the 1787 Cuckoo scarf, and they do it in loads of different colors. The Rhode lip product. I've heard so many good things about this, like everyone else, and I've been watching loads of TikTok Christmas wish list and like gift giving idea videos, and everyone's talking about their lip products, and I'd love to try it. I don't know if you can get it in the UK. I'm not sure what the situation is, but I would really love to get one of them. Miffy and Le Creuset did a collab, and I am so obsessed with the pieces. The collection is also huge. I'm loving to collect crockery and different pieces of like homeware and decorative pieces like that. And again, from when I move out, I'd love to have really cute bowls and plates that like don't match at all, and they're all different and they're all like personal, and I would love something from this collection. I don't think you can get it here. I'm pretty sure I've only seen it available in stores in Australia and online on like the Le Creuset Hong Kong website. I'm actually going to Australia in December. I'm gonna cross my fingers and see if I can maybe find them. Also a loose leaf tea infuser. I really want to get into loose leaf tea. I feel like tea bags are not that good for you because they're often like bleached. I think it'll be fun to kind of make your own blends and things like that, and I really just want to get an infuser so I can start to do that. The Aritzia Super Puff. The marketing that I've seen of everyone wearing it recently has done its job. Like the Aritzia puffers are just classic puffers, and I always thought that wouldn't be a vibe for me and I wouldn't like that, but yeah, I've been sold on them and a couple of my friends have them and they rave about them. I also have a parka from Aritzia and the quality is incredible, and I just know that the Super Puff would be such good quality. Same with the Holtzweiser ones. Ruby has one of them. She wears it oversized and it looks so good on her, and I love that like off blue, almost like shiny color that it's got going on, kind of into that. A sticker printer. I love stickers, and to be fair, stickers are on my Christmas wish list as well. If anyone wants to get me stickers, like please do. And I really want to actually like properly design a sticker pack and sell it. Maybe some of you would be interested in buying that. I'm not sure, let me know. But I'd really love to get a sticker printer and just like make my own stickers at home for fun. Polaroid film. I'm getting back into my Polaroid. I have my mum's old ones from back in the day, and I just ran out of film quite a while ago and I never bothered to rebuy it. And where I used to buy my Polaroid film, the place shut down. So I just haven't bothered to find a new place that stocks it. If you know anywhere in London that stocks well-priced Polaroid film, please do let me know. I know that the Polaroid website do like bulk bundle deals, which are actually pretty good, and they're on sale right now. Also on my list is 35mm film. I want to get back into doing that. I used to take pictures everywhere. I used to be that person back in the Facebook days that would take their point and shoot to every single party of all of these out of focus film pictures. And I think I actually called the album on Facebook mainly out of focus film because it was mainly out of focus. The Gel NYC A6 in the forest color, I've been obsessed with these for ages, and I think they used to be sold out, and I saw them on my Instagram ads literally like yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, they sell them again. And I don't think the price is that bad for like good quality, kind of interesting trainers. I love khaki, it's my favorite color to wear, so they're on my list. A Dennis the Menace print scarf. Like, I'm fully serious. I want the big black and red stripes. I want it to be like quite a thick, wide scarf as well. And I want to scour Depop and Vinted to see if anyone's selling it. If you know any brands that sell this print of scarf, please let me know. I also would generally be down for wearing a real Dennis the Menace merch scarf if it exists. A vintage Buffy the Vampire Slayer t-shirt. I don't know how I don't have any Buffy t-shirts. It's my favorite TV show. I started watching it when I was like 14, and I'm just obsessed with it, and I've never been able to come across a proper vintage one. I think some fast fashion brands have made some as like a vintage tee collection, I don't know, and I'm not wanting any part of that. I want like a true vintage one from the 90s, and I just need to get lucky. I need to go like thrifting in the US somewhere and like pull one out of one of the Goodwill bins or something. The Orson Iris Le Sport Pullover Grey two-piece. I've loved this for a really long time, and I feel like it really had its moment back when it first came out. Then Chloe was wearing it in her recent YouTube video, and she just looks so good in it, and I really just trust Chloe's judgment. Like, yeah, I just want it. I mainly want the zip up. I think that would be really good. And when I go to New York, I want to go to their store / their showroom, and I want to try it on and see, is it worth the money? Should I invest? Maybe, because I don't think anyone's gonna be buying it for me this Christmas. Interesting pottery. Like I said, when I move out, I want to get really niche, interesting mismatched bowls and plates, and I want everything to like be personal, tell a story. And I've recently found two really interesting ceramic artists that do some cool pieces. The first person is a girl called Zoe on Instagram. Her username is, oh my god, it's just AGUEB. I don't know how you would pronounce that. She did a ceramics collab with Big Jugs Abby, and she's a tattoo artist, and her and Abby collabed on making these incredible plates with her different like tattoo designs, and they just look unreal. It's that fusion of like tattoo art and pottery art, and I just think they look great, and I just love the designs. There's also somebody on Instagram I found called My Depressed Crafts. I think they're based in Germany, and their mug and bowl specifically, I love the message about like the give me a kiss thing. I thought that was so cute. I was actually gonna try and buy them for somebody for Christmas, but they've sold out. And that got me thinking, and this is where my list sort of starts for ideas for other people. It would be really cool to make your own pottery for somebody this year. I actually did something, hold on. This is like seriously so unskilled and like nothing special, but the idea of painting somebody at a pottery painting place that's really personal, unique. I love the message in that, like, now shut up and give me a kiss or whatever. Taking something like that for a loved one, like, now shut up and give me a hug, shut up and call me. I don't know, something cute like that I thought was a really cool premise to like write somebody something so that when they finish eating or like drinking out of their mug or whatever, they have that message. And while we're on the topic of homeware, just independent designers in general that do homeware, there's a really amazing store called Hatto Store. They're an online store, and I found them because they had a retail space in Cold Drops Yard in King's Cross, and I actually bought this vase from them last year. I treated it for myself. I literally bought it for my dad for Christmas, and then I was like, he's not gonna enjoy this as much as I have. Like, I'm gonna treasure this thing every day. It's from the designer Dumb, oh my gosh, it's rubbed off. I think it's Keraminic. Really cool pottery brand. They do these really interesting pottery pieces. This is a vase. They had like mugs and bowls and things. And Hatto Store do loads of cool pieces. I found some really cool stuff on there that I thought would be really good ideas. The first thing being a book stand. Never thought about getting someone that for their home, and you can get ones in different materials that suit the person you're buying for, or even buying somebody a book that they love and also the book stand at the same time, and like giving both of them. Also, Hatto Store do really cool glassware cupware and dishware made from different materials. The selection of designers they have on there is amazing. They've also got loads of different interesting, more like decorative homeware. Essence as well is really good for homeware. They've also got a sale on right now. I don't know when it ends, but I actually bought something from the sale from the homeware section, and it's this incredible dented vase from the brand Good Beast. They do these like color dripped at the bottom vases, and they had some other really good things in the homeware sale, such as this George Jensen warped like steel mini shot glass set. I'm obsessed with these. If I didn't live at home, I would have bought myself them, but I'm like, I don't need to be buying homeware when I literally live at home. Like, what is the point? Bape do these glass tumblers. I didn't know Bape did glassware. I love the colors of them. I think they're really cool. Also the brand Eikendorf Milano, I think is how you say it. They do these incredible blue long glass flutes and these matching little mini glasses. Obviously I was drawn to it because of the blue color. It's literally my favorite color, and any type of homeware in that color I'm like automatically in love with it. But I thought they were really cool, and the price actually wasn't that bad. Another thing on the list that is definitely something that's on my personal list, but I think also really good for other people, is a Swiss Army knife. That is something that I've wanted for so long. I grew up with my grandpa who always has one on him, and for years I've begged him to buy me one, and I don't know why he doesn't buy me one. Maybe he doesn't trust me with it, but he always refuses, which is very annoying. And I was watching Lainey Ozark's Christmas gift giving ideas list, so I have to give credit to Lainey. Thank you, Lainey. You can get a special Swiss Army knife with the cutlery attachment, which is such a good idea for anyone who is camping, going to festivals, on the go. It's so handy, and I want one myself. This is something that I think I saw on TikTok, and it's a handmade trinket big clip. The idea of getting one of those big blank clips and gluing on different trinkets that you find at vintage shops, car boots, craft stores, things like that, giving it to somebody with like a personal attachment to some of the stuff and like a story behind why you chose these different trinkets. And there's definitely a big trend right now on TikTok of people making those little DIY tins that they fill with like different trinkets, and they like collage the bottom. They're obviously a gift idea as well, but I just kind of like the idea of doing like a mini clip. And we're saying that if anyone wants to make me one of them, I won't say no. Cashmere fingerless gloves. This is something that I've bought 5 people in my family a pair of. Also myself, I treated myself to a pair, and I recently found this incredible brand called the Nearly New Cashmere Co, and they make fingerless gloves out of pre-existing cashmere, so they upcycle it and make them into gloves. But I got myself black fingerless gloves. I got raspberry pink, blue. I think I got these for my auntie. Yeah, my auntie and one of my cousins. My mum, I don't know if she'll like, no, I think she'll like these. I also got a black pair for my mum's boyfriend, and this pair for my stepmom. Yeah, the grey for my stepmom. So I have a whole bunch of these. I really recommend this brand. Again, I'll link them down below. Really cool to support a local small business, and they're obviously really good for the environment. Upcycling everything. The next 2 things are things I've also bought for other people this year, and the first thing, I actually saw this on TikTok, and it was this girl saying that she wanted to find the male version of that Vogue issue of the date that you were born thing that boys were doing for their girlfriends. Do you remember that? I feel like that was like a thing. And she was like, what is the male equivalent? And she said it was a sports annual from the date that they were born, or like the same day they were born or something. I thought that was such a good idea. So for 2 of my step siblings, I found them kind of their equivalent of that. For my stepbrother Charlie, I found him this Arsenal versus Ukraine program from the day he was born, but from like the 60s. And the design was really cool, and I feel like he'll really appreciate that. And then my stepsister Evie, I found her this Vogue gold cover from her birthday, and I'm gonna put them both in frames, and it can just become a really cool piece of art in their uni houses, and hopefully they love that. And you can kind of match this idea to anything that suits the person. I was looking up calendar years for the years that they were born as well. I think vintage calendars are really cool. You can definitely get different prints and just make it really niche that person. Or like a poster. I always get questions actually on this Happy Mondays poster. It's an original poster from the 90s. It was my dad's, and I think finding like event gig posters like that for a band that somebody used to love back in the day, or even if they don't know the band and like the print is really cool, like having that in a frame, it's just a really nice piece of unique art. So I have to thank that TikTok girl for this whole idea for me. And then also for them, I have bought them these really cool vintage wine bottle stoppers, which I think for certain people that would be a really good present. I scoured eBay, I found a couple sets that I think Evie and Charlie will like. So I'm gonna give them 2 very like vintage inspired pieces for Christmas this year, which is always great. eBay is honestly amazing for like the weird and wonderful things. Okay, the last thing on this list is an ARK deodorant. And and I should actually go grab it. Hold up. The way that this deodorant has actually changed my life, and I generally will not use any other deodorant now going forward. I think I've even said this on the channel about how I'm a sweaty girl. Like, I sweat really easily no matter the season, especially in winter. I probably sweat more in winter than in summer, to be honest. Then I tried the ARK deodorant, and I'd heard about them for like a year, and then my friend got it, and she said her and her boyfriend were obsessed. The whole premise is the two guys that started it are like West End performers, and they wanted to like make a deodorant modeled off the deodorants that performers use, I think, that helps them to stop sweating as much in costumes all day. Probably not giving the right information, but this deodorant is incredible. It's like all natural. It smells amazing. The scent I have here is the mint pomelo tomato one. It's the number 4. Yeah, they're just really good deodorants, and I think people that are into like body care like that, they're into sustainability, I think this would be a really good gift for them. So I feel kind of weird that I ended on a deodorant. Is that a bit random? I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know what's on your Christmas list in the comments down below. Again, don't forget to check out En Route and their 35% off sale for Black Friday, and shop my Miffy pieces. I will see you in my next video. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and follow me on my social media.